Hey guys, Scare9 here, welcome back to my channel today, and in this video I want to discuss why the Thorn is probably the most important exotic up to this point within Destiny 2. Now I made a video very similar to this after Scourge of the Past launched about how that represented Bungie's kind of growth and their learning capabilities throughout the years of Destiny and how that applies to different raids, and now I want to take that same type of approach and apply that to exotics instead, because in my opinion, the way that they delivered Thorn, the way they brought it back, and the way that they kind of remastered it as a whole definitely shows that they're just getting better and better and better at making Destiny the world that we really want it to be, and that is very exciting. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the way that we start the quest. Having to secretly find the start of the quest just randomly next to the salt mines in a camp in the European Dead Zone. That is absolutely amazing. Now they did drop subtle hints about where we could find the start of the quest, but the fact that they kind of hit it in this brand new area that was repurposed out of an old area. You know, this camp, to my knowledge, was never here, but the fact that they just kind of redid the entire thing, they hit it and they left it for us to find is absolutely amazing. It's like a scavenger hunt, and it just adds to the depth at which we are actually interacting with the world, and that it feels like we are part of the world instead of some random NPC handing us a quest, which is very, very cool. And then, you know, if you do the Allegiance quest, this actually ties back in because it actually ends up being that Shin Malphur killed this guy. We are taking his Thorn and remaking it so we are able to use it. So it's very cool in terms of lore, but it's especially very cool in terms of interaction with the community and how we are able to pick up this quest. And it's just a lot more gratifying, in my opinion, than, like I said, someone just giving us a quest or something randomly dropping from an enemy or something like that. Us actively having to go out and seek the start of this quest is very, very cool. Now moving on from that, not only is the start cool, but the entirety of the quest is very well done, in my opinion. I know a lot of people were fed up with kind of the very lengthy PvP steps. I don't think that's too much to ask, just because, you know, if everyone's running around with the Thorn, it doesn't feel as good. You definitely want to have a grind for it, and there's also, you know, a hardcore PvP part to counteract the very hardcore PvE part that you have to do after as well. The Savathûn Song Nightfall with the additional enemies and that sort of thing. So I think it balances out quite nicely. But the thing I really like about the majority of this quest is how reminiscent of the Destiny 1 quest it is. You know, in the Destiny 1 quest, we had to go through the Summoning Pit Strike, a special version of it where a knight spawned at the end and then we had to kill him. It's that same type of thing in Destiny 2, which is very cool. And then also you had that very, very lengthy Crucible quest with void weapons in Destiny 1 as well. Obviously, that translates over directly to Destiny 2. But I also enjoy one other thing about this quest, is the fact that you can choose between either PvE or PvP. So this is really cool because Bungie is really kind of appealing to both audiences here, but requiring them to cross over into each other's territory a little bit just to make sure you are experiencing as much of the Destiny universe as possible. And it fits into the lore of this weapon as well. It is very prominent in both the PvE arena in the lore and the PvP arena in the lore as well. So it makes a lot of sense that you would have to feed this thing with enemies in Crucible and out in the open world as well. Now, like I said, it can be a little bit tedious. It is extremely long and that sort of thing, but in my opinion, it was very well structured. I liked how, especially at the beginning of the quest, they gave you the choice to do either PvE or PvP, and you know, they gave you different tiers of things to do as well. That is very cool. It shows Bungie's been listening to a lot of the community, and it just, you know, like I said, it's showing Bungie's growth and their understanding of the community, which is something I always love to see. Now, the final thing, and the most important thing, in my opinion, that I think Bungie has really just kind of surprised us all with is the incredible balance of the Thorn. Now, it's a 4-shot to the body, I believe. If you hit 2 headshots in a body shot, most people, unless they are running like max resilience, will burn out from the Thorn DOT over time. It only takes for 2 now. However, they took the brokenness of Thorn in year 1 and combined it with the kind of level-headedness of Thorn in year 3 of Destiny 1. So you have this perfect mixture of the chaotic and the balanced versions of Thorn. And I think the most amazing thing here is that Bungie took the brokenness that was Thorn in vanilla Destiny, and they didn't get rid of it. they made it its exotic perk. This way, it still feels incredibly powerful. It's still very satisfying to use, but not annoyingly so. You have to work for it. You have to be in certain situations, and that is very important to how exotics should and do function within the Destiny universe. Now, what's really cool is whenever you do kill someone, you get their green orb, you get the perk activated, then you can 2-tap people. If you hit them twice in the head, they will burn out because the DOT has been boosted from 2 to 7, they will die. That is amazing. This is Bungie, like I said, taking the brokenness of the weapon and repurposing it to make the weapon still feel incredibly good and just, truly exotic, which is very, very cool. So once again, this is Bungie learning from their mistakes in the past, listening to the community, and putting all their expertise together to make something that is fantastic. And I think it's really important to recognize this growth and really applaud Bungie when they do something correctly. Let them know that we want more of this type of thing, that we are in love with their game style right now, of how they're building this open world and fleshing it out and really involving us in our choices and our feedback in that, and really just thanking them for making such an amazing universe. So I thought it was really important to go ahead and make this video. So those are the 3 points I wanted to hit on. The ambiance and the overall environment of how we start the quest, because it puts the ball in our court as the players. It doesn't, just give us the quest randomly. That is incredibly important to making us feel as part of the universe and making this decision feel very, very big on us. Then you have the quest as a whole, where Bungie has kind of listened to players in past grindy quests and given us alternate venues to kind of grind these things out. And then finally, the gun itself being incredibly well balanced, very unique, and still feeling very, very powerful. I think Bungie did the Thorn justice in the quest, in the weapon itself, but I am interested in knowing what you guys think. So do you agree with me? Do you think Thorn is incredibly important in showing Bungie's growth and development over the years? Or do you think that this quest sucked and the gun sucks? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm extremely interested to hear what you guys think. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like rating and share it with your friends. If you are interested in watching either of the 2 videos on screen, you can click their respective annotations to be taken to them. If you are brand new to my channel, make sure to hit the giant version of my logo on screen to be subscribed for more awesome Destiny 2 videos and live streams. Thank you guys so much for watching today, and I'll see you in my next video.